Worlds! It's Worlds! The World Championships. The Professional Disc Golf World Championships 2024. Frolfcast, episode 26. The Professional Disc Golf World Championships. Here we go. It was Barella and Isaac Robinson tied for the lead after first round. Just like I called, Barella was my pick. So it was funny to see him up to the top, but that didn't last too long. Tied for the lead. He did have a nice finish. I will say that. He did have a nice finish. Tied for the lead after one in Virginia at the 2024 Disc Golf World Championships. Then Isaac stomped down on the gas, frankly, and never looked back. That's what happened. Just an utter domination. What a pimp. What a fly pimp. Then my good friend of the show, Adam Hammis, was up near the top. He was playing some nice disc golf the first two rounds, especially round number 2. Was up near the top, just a couple strokes back after round 2. But that would really be as close as anyone else would get for contending for a world title this year. Chris Dickerson, good friend of the show, good friend of mine, Chris Dickerson. I played with him at Worlds 4 years ago. Great guy. He fights back to have an incredible finish at this year's World Championships. And Simon Lizotte chokes again. Simon Lizotte choking again at Worlds. I don't think he can handle the heat. He gets nerves. He gets very nervy at Worlds. He gets very nervy anytime he's close to doing something good for himself. He's got some weird self-sabotage, and it really showed in the last 2 rounds of this year's Worlds. He was up there fighting. He was on the top card. He was on the top cards up there. But he chokes. He can't do it. He starts doing those circus shots. He starts playing around like a crazy guy up there, trying to run stuff, trying to throw the best shot he could possibly dream of. He's throwing dream shots here. Simon, as usual, the self-sabotage, it's so weird. So weird. And he does it again at this year's World Championships in Virginia. We got some good world shout-outs. That means the players who had good worlds this year. And especially to my friends of the show. Gavin Rathbun, grew up playing a lot of disc golf with him. What a terrific guy. What a terrific guy from Illinois. Shout out to Gavin Rathbun. Had a sick Worlds this year. Proctor, my buddy James Proctor. Miss you, pal. Good to see you. Doing well at Worlds. And last but not least, Paul Oman. Good to see you. Friend of the show. Frolfcast. You guys are open to come on the show anytime soon. What a great showing at this year's Worlds. Speaking of Pauls, I'm sipping some coffee here. Speaking of Pauls, Nate Heinold teams up with Paul Macbeth and Ledgestone once again to try to buy and steer a world title, much like the one they orchestrated together in Peoria. Heinold and Paul's Discraft designed and previously laid out courses. Interesting how that works. Good to see that again, but good to see it did not work. Like Nate, okay, if you're on your local Peoria, your Midwest Illinois courses here, okay, Discraft country, you can do that there. But it feels weird when you're not even from there. You're just, throwing your course out there that you and Paul designed. Take a look at those and line those up to try to get another championship for the failing disc golfer. Didn't work this year. Had a solid Worlds, but not like Paul and Nate were thinking. Didn't work out that way. Nice try, though. I caught it, and I'm pointing that out here today on the show. Another thing I noticed, again, enough of Big Germ on post-production. Just enough of Big Germ, I think, in the disc golf community. Turn his microphone off. Enough. I can't say that enough. It feels good. Enough of Big Germ on commentary in the entire disc golf community. Thank you. You're all thinking it. I'm saying it. And no one's mad. That also reminds me, Brody Smith is still very lame. Very lame Brody Smith shows up. He's just taking the tour. I told you in the last episode, go away, Brody. Drops out after just making an appearance is what I call it now. When these guys show up, and Yuli too. Yuli and Brody, when they show up to tournaments. They're just showing up at this point. They're just making an appearance. They're not contending for anything. They're just making an appearance. So, while Paul's out, but Brody is in making an appearance. Brody is still lame. Go away, Brody. Drops out after just a couple of rounds. Played like garbage, played like trash, waved to people. Maybe jump on some podcasts. He won't jump on this podcast. Open door policy here. Jump on this podcast and we'll talk Frolf truth. We'll talk the truth of the matter. He drops out again. Yuli's injured. He wasn't there. So one of the two of them has to make an appearance and just throw a disc around, kick it around. Kick it around, roll it around, do whatever, make an appearance. And then drop out of the World Championships. Congratulations goes out to the back-to-back world champ, collecting $30K, 30 large, and he went wire to wire. Isaac Robinson, congratulations you. Congratulations to you, my friend. This is incredible. Enjoy this. Enjoy it. No Final 9 again this year, which is disturbing to me. Bring back the Final 9. It's incredible. The Final 9, an old tradition on the Disc Golf Tour. Bring back the Final 9. Disc Golf World Championships are over. And we'll see you on the next one.